Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News at 5 starts now.
Good evening. We're continuing to follow the death of local business leader and car dealership owner Jose Arredondo, who was reportedly beaten to death at a condo while visiting Cabo San Lucas, Mexico.
23 ABC's Josh Sanders joins us live at Arredondo's dealership with what the State Department is now saying. Josh?
Yeah, Tim, Jess, a lot of people in shock. Widespread speculation going throughout the community, but there's actually little known regarding the circumstances surrounding Arredondo's death. What we do know is the U.S. State Department is now keeping an eye on this investigation.
Bakersfield automotive businesses are in shock after reports of the death of 58-year-old Jose Arredondo.
Bakersfield, especially in the automotive industry, is a very close-knit community.
John Petrie, Chief Operations Officer at Motor City Buick GMC and Motor City Lexus, said he received an email informing him and other dealerships in the area that Arredondo had died. According to Baja California Sur State prosecutors, Tuesday morning officials were called to a condominium in the small resort town of San Jose del Cabo after reports of a body showing blunt force trauma was found.
Family was, reached out to us and let us know what happened, and, certainly a sad circumstance. I don't know the details of the situation. I only know that he was in Cabo San Lucas on business and pleasure. I know he had a home down there and a business down there, so I don't really know the circumstances why he was there, but unfortunately something tragic happened to him.
According to Tribuna de los Cabos, the local outlet reports Arredondo was found laying on the floor with several wounds caused by a knife in the back. The U.S. Department of State Bureau of Consular Affairs releasing this statement to 23 ABC. We confirm the death of a U.S. citizen in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. We are closely monitoring local authorities' investigation into the cause of death. We stand ready to provide all appropriate consular assistance.
Tim, Jess, again, little is known regarding the circumstances surrounding Arredondo's death. I did reach out to local police in Cabo, and they hung the phone up on me. So we'll take that as them having no comment right now. Now, this is a developing story. We'll continue to follow it on our social media platforms. For now in Southwest Bakersfield, Josh Sanders, 23 ABC, connecting you.
All right, Josh, thanks for that story. Well, we are following the latest now in a multi-million-dollar verdict that has been reached in a civil lawsuit filed against the Taft Union High School District following a shooting on campus that left a student injured and another behind bars. 23 ABC's Leslie Gooden joins us tonight in studio with the details. Leslie?
Jess, the shooting happened back in January of 2013, where a student named Brian Oliver brought a shotgun to school and opened fire, striking a fellow student named Bo Cleveland. Today, a jury handed down a verdict, awarding Cleveland's family $3.8 million. Cleveland suffered extensive injuries in the shooting, but ultimately survived the ordeal. His family later filed a lawsuit, saying the district was negligent and ignored repeated warning signs and threat assessments of Oliver's behavior. They argued the shooting could have been prevented if the school had taken appropriate action. Attorney Daniel Rodriguez, who represented Cleveland's family, says it's been a long road, but they're feeling vindicated. Rodriguez also says he hopes this case will help other districts pay closer attention to prevent another possible tragedy.
First of its kind, the first case of its kind, first civil case to go to trial involving a school shooting. And we hope it serves as a wake-up call that school districts not just pay lip service to school safety, but rather make it a priority.
And the Taft Union School District has released this statement tonight regarding the verdict. Officials say that, quote, there are simply no winners in this case. Today's verdict allows us to continue our healing as a community, and we likewise hope it will all allow Mr. Cleveland and his family to do the same. While we continue healing as a family over the past few years, we've also learned and grown in our approach to ensure that the safest learning environment for our students, staff, and faculty. Rodriguez tells 23 ABC that Cleveland continues to heal from his injuries that he suffered in the shooting, and he fights to stay strong every day. Oliver, the student who shot Cleveland, was convicted on the charges of attempted murder back in 2015, and he's currently serving 27 years in prison. I'm Leslie Gooden, live in studio, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
And a former Standard Middle School teacher accused of physical and verbal abuse against students in her classroom taking a plea deal. Shannon Robinson took that deal last week, entering a plea of no contest to misdemeanor battery charges. As part of the deal, she will have to take anger management courses. The district attorney's office telling 23 ABC that the charges could be potentially dismissed next year if Robinson completes the 10-week course and commits no new violations. Robinson is no longer employed with Standard Middle School.
Police at Cal State Bakersfield have released a photo of a man who is accused of inappropriately touching a Get Bus driver while on campus. Take a look at your screen right now. This is the photo that was released by CSUB police from the surveillance camera on the bus from the day the incident took place. The suspect is described as a black man in his early 20s, about 5 feet 5 inches tall with a thin build. He's accused of touching the driver inappropriately without her consent. If you've seen this man or know of his whereabouts, you are asked to call campus police at 654-4636.
The Arvin Planning Commission giving the green light to the first marijuana cultivation facility within its city limits. The commission approving the project at their meeting last night. The facility will be built on what is currently a dirt lot on Potato Road, an area in Arvin known for agricultural production. No one voiced a dissenting opinion about the facility at the Planning Commission meeting, and it was approved in a unanimous 3-0 vote. Supporters say the facility will bring jobs to the community and shows that the city of Arvin is looking to progress.
Anything that's going to bring jobs and revenue to the city is always a good idea, so, I was pretty happy with this opportunity and the investment being made in the community.
It shows progress. We're living in the Wild West of the cannabis industry right now, and this shows progress.
Officials say that while the facility will cultivate marijuana, marijuana products will not be sold at that site.
A downtown restaurant has been shut down by the health department due to a vermin infestation and cockroaches. Public health officials say these pictures you're seeing on your screen were taken inside the Ming Cafe, which is located on Service Street and L Street. The restaurant was closed down Tuesday after roaches and unapproved chemicals to treat the infestation were found. Inspectors say debris was also found on the restaurant's floor, walls, kitchen, and walk-in refrigerator. It's unknown at this time when the restaurant will reopen for business.
We continue to track aftershocks in the area near Ridgecrest. So in the past 24 hours, there have been 31 earthquakes with a magnitude of 2.5 or higher. The strongest was actually a 4.4 that happened just before 7:30 last night. So these are going to continue to happen over the next several days, and we will be tracking them. But as for conditions across Kern County, well, we have been tracking a very dry air mass that's pushing into the region. So that is what is keeping Kern County sunny with those seasonal temperatures, and that's exactly what we are feeling today. So here in the valley, well, Bakersfield a high of 98 degrees, but Arvin reaching those triple digits, and I've been tracking Lamont. They did reach the 100s as well. 89 in Lake Isabella right now, in those low 80s in Tehachapi, as well as in Fraser Park, 102 in Ridgecrest. So conditions are going to be very similar to this tomorrow, but we have slightly cooler temperatures are on the way. I'll let you know what that means for your weekend coming up next.
The House of Representatives will vote on an impeachment measure against President Trump, and not all Democrats are happy about it. The fallout is continuing tonight in Washington over racially charged tweets from President Trump regarding 4 minority congresswomen. The impeachment measure has frustrated some Democratic leaders who say they want to wait to hear from special counsel Robert Mueller before taking any action. While some leaders are urging Democrats to hold off, others are saying this measure will only serve to help the president in his next bid for the White House.
We have 6 committees that are working on following the facts in terms of any abuse of power, obstruction of justice, and the rest that the president may have engaged in. That is the serious path that we are on.
Once you vote to say the guys are racist, then it makes it harder for you not to impeach. I think it will blow up in their face politically. I think it will help the president.
President Trump in a tweet accused House Democrats of spending too much time going fishing, adding, quote, "The American people are tired of the never-ending witch hunt. They want results now." Special counsel Robert Mueller is scheduled to testify in front of the House Judiciary and Intelligence Committees next Wednesday.
Court TV tracking a death penalty case out of Florida tonight where a man is accused of killing his parents and brother after being confronted about stealing money to fund his online relationship. Julie Grant tracking the latest details.
Good afternoon, I'm Yori Tewalde. Court TV continues to follow jury selection today in Florida versus Grant Amato. The 30-year-old man is accused of killing his parents and brother over money, lies, and an obsession with porn. Investigators say he stole $200,000 from his family members and sent the money to a Bulgarian woman he met online through a porn website. Amato was living with his parents at the time, but he told investigators his father threw him out of the house when he found out he was still communicating with the woman. It's something he had been doing for months, including sending her cell phone videos.
All right, Sylvia, look at me. I am outside going to check the mail, and I'm asking you if you can please, pretty please, send me one of your videos. I love it so much when you just send them to me. Yeah, I don't like buying your stuff. It makes me feel weird. Could you please send me one though?
Amato faces the death penalty if convicted. That's the latest for now. Court TV will keep following any developments. Now back to you.
To continuing following this trial and other cases, you can catch all the action on our air at channel 23.2. Court TV running 24 hours a day. You'll be able to get that courtroom fix whenever you want. That's channel 23.2, 24 hours a day.
Coming up next, people are changing the way they spend their money, from soap to cereal and even toilet paper. See how companies are responding.
And you may have noticed that some of your friends and family looking a little older on social media today. Hear about the new app and the concerns they're now raising. Allison.
And we have a warm evening in store across Kern County, 93 degrees here in Bakersfield when the sun sets. I have more details on your full forecast coming up next.
Welcome back. Have you noticed your friends and family look a little bit older today? Some celebrities have tried out the new Face app, which ages you about 40 years, and the 23 ABC Morning Crew tried it out too. Check this out. 23 ABC's Mike Hart, very, very fancy. Elena Rusk, Danielle Kernkamp, and Alyssa Flores all tried out the app. We mentioned Danielle doesn't even look like she aged. That's crazy. You can see their pictures right now, all looking good for aging about 40 years. Some celebrities even got in on the Face app action, like Carrie Underwood, Mike Fisher, Terry Crews, Sam Smith, and Dwayne Wade. The app uses neural networks, a type of artificial intelligence, to age progress the photos. It's creepy looking at the people we know. But while the app has its perks, since it's great for a laugh, some critics say people should be careful. The app was developed by a small team in Russia back in 2017 and could be collecting information on the pictures you upload onto sites like Facebook. According to Facebook's privacy policy, the app can't ensure the security of any information you transmit and cannot guarantee that information may not be accessed, altered, or destroyed.
Might kind of look like Bob Barker.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Right. Well, if you have a Sprint phone plan, your information may have been compromised in a recent data breach. Sprint officials saying hackers got access to their networks and people's accounts through Samsung's website. It's unknown, though, at this time how many people have potentially been impacted. Sprint officials saying hackers got access to people's names, addresses, and phone numbers, along with their account numbers and device information. However, the company stresses the hackers did not get access to credit card information.
The multi-state E. coli outbreak linked to recalled flour appears to be over, but health experts are worried that some people are still at risk of getting sick. Top brands impacted by the recall are Pillsbury, King Arthur, and Baker's Corner flour. The Centers for Disease Control said even though there's no longer an outbreak, people could still have items in their pantries that are potentially not safe to eat. The CDC says there have been 21 illnesses connected to the recall and 3 hospitalizations. If you have a bag of flour in your house that you're not sure about, you are urged to throw it out of an abundance of caution.
Well, there have been a noticeable change over the years in how people spend their money, and it's impacting businesses. Many people choosing liquid body wash instead of soap, buying less diamonds, drinking less alcohol, even using less toilet paper.
Okay. Well, consumer reporter John Matarese looks into the trends and changes into the issue so you don't waste your money.
Here we go again, another tradition thrown out the door by millennials, young people who don't like to buy what their parents bought for decades. This time, it's toilet paper. People in their 20s are turning the world upside down, with many young people no longer buying bars of soap, fabric softener, and breakfast cereal. Now add toilet paper to the list, according to CNBC. Don't ask what they're using instead. Procter & Gamble has responded with the Forever Roll, a month's supply of toilet paper in one giant roll. Charmin's Forever Roll holds 850 sheets, has its own holder, and is designed to last an entire month. P&G tells CNBC it's designed for busy single people who don't have the time or space to stock up. It's getting rave reviews, the fashion website The Cut saying, "We live alone in small rentals and are constantly working, so this is perfect." But from the Doesn't That Stink file, yet another roll that won't fit in your home's holder, which may have you saying, "Doesn't that stink?" The popular mega rolls sold these days are too big for those ceramic holders in older houses and apartments. You may soon have to find a new use for that old mount on the wall. If Charmin's big roll has you tied up in knots and vowing you'll never buy it, that's the point. Charmin knows that and has no plans to phase out their standard paper, so you don't waste your money. I'm John Matteries, 23 ABC.
Well, the summer heat has been beating down on Bakersfield over the past few days. Tonight, one local church inviting kids to come cool down at their Summer Soak Fest. The Summer Soak event being held in Northeast Bakersfield at the Canyon Hills Church off Auburn Street. Festivities kick off around 7 tonight and goes until 8:15. Kids from kindergarten through 6th grade and their families are welcome. It is free to attend. You don't need tickets. You're just invited to show up. Children must be wearing swim trunks. Girls must have a one-piece or two-piece with a shirt. And people asked to bring their own towels, sunscreen, and flip-flops. There'll also be ice cream for sale there. A good night to cool down.
Yeah, and a good way to cool down. It sounds like a good time. I wish I was a kid again. Man.
Yes. Yeah. Advantages.
Yeah,
exactly.
No kidding. And temperatures are perfect for that kind of event tonight.
Yeah, it's really not going to be too bad out there, but definitely keep the sunscreen in mind because we are seeing clear blue skies across Kern County. So 98 degrees right now here in Bakersfield by the time that event starts. Temperatures still going to be in the mid-90s, so we are technically up a few degrees from what we were feeling this time yesterday, but right on track with seasonal this afternoon. So if you are planning your evening, well, by 8 p.m. temperature is going to be down to 94 degrees here in Bakersfield. Tehachapi and Mojave are going to be seeing those wind speeds calming down, especially as we head into the overnight hours. 90 degrees in Mojave at 6 p.m. But if you want to cool off maybe a little bit more, head out to the Mid-State Fair in Paso this evening. So that started just a few hours ago, but tonight at 7:30, Miranda Lambert will be performing. It's going to be down to 78 degrees, and then just after that, Smash Mouth at 8:30. So that's going to be a great place to cool off as well. But the strong winds were the story for your Monday and Tuesday, but they are a lot calmer today than what we were feeling this time yesterday. Some of the strongest winds were in Tehachapi and Mojave, but we are only seeing gusts anywhere from 15 up to 21 miles per hour today. And that's all thanks to that fresh onshore flow that we've been tracking that kept us sunny with those seasonal temperatures. And that's going to be the case as we head into your Thursday as well. But Friday, we have a great pattern ahead. So that's going to be dropping temperatures actually down below seasonal just in time for the weekend. So air quality is going to be moderate again for your Thursday with an AQI of 54. And as for temperatures tomorrow, very similar to what we were feeling today, 98 degrees here in Bakersfield. But then again, as we are tracking that next system, winds are going to be picking up again on Friday, keeping temperatures in those mid-90s, 95 on Friday, 96 on Saturday, and unfortunately the below seasonal temperatures will not be sticking around long because if we take a look to this time next week, well, we are tracking the triple digits, but that is a few days away, so we will be soaking in these below seasonal temperatures as we head into the weekend. The Kern River Valley will have a high of 93 degrees tomorrow. Tehachapi and Fraser Park in those 80s. Sunny skies, it's going to be very nice out, and thankfully just in time for your Saturday, and then the triple digits looming after that.
Never liked Monday.
Yeah. Weekend's a good time to enjoy before the Monday.
So nice. Yeah, exactly.
All right, Allison, thanks. Well, coming up next year at 5, one of the most iconic summer foods around today, being honored with $1 deals all around town. We'll tell you where you can cash in when 23 ABC News at 5 returns.
Hey, it's Mike.
And Alyssa.
Join us for 23 ABC, first at 4:30.
Fighting Against Alzheimer's. We'll have details on the event that aims to raise awareness.
And it's mid-July, but cooler air is coming. What that means for temperatures this weekend on 23 ABC, first at 4:30.
Coming up tonight, dangerous heat. It'll feel like 110 in Philly, 104 in Chicago, 106 in New York. Breaking news just in involving actor Kevin Spacey and the family tragedy. The 6-year-old girl hit in the back of the neck and killed. Her father had just teed off on the course. Next.
Welcome back. It's a food that is synonymous with the summer, the hot dog. Tonight, you may want to sink your teeth into this summer snack because it is National Hot Dog Day. In honor of the holiday, Wiener Schnitzel is offering 5 of their signature chili dogs for just $5. Convenience store 7-Eleven is also getting in on the hot dog deals, offering a quarter-pound hot dog for just $1. Costco is selling hot dog and a drink for $1.50. And over at Sonic, if you text the word dog to 876642, you can get unlimited $1 hot dogs all day long. A recent study found the most popular hot dog topping in the country is mustard.
Disagree.
Really?
That's how I have mine.
Ketchup and mustard on mine.
Just ketchup.
I'm all mustard.
Either of you relish?
No.
No onions. Load them up with onions.
Yeah,
okay.
those are good.
Yeah, or chili dogs.
Something we can agree on.
Onions. There we go. All right. Good deal. Good deal.
Well, when we come back, I have one final check of your forecast. Sunny skies will continue into Thursday.
Welcome back. Warm, but could always be warmer.
Exactly.
So we're good.
Yeah, so if you were okay with these good conditions, that's exactly what we are going to be feeling tomorrow. A high of 98 degrees, but then slightly cooler temperatures on the way just in time for the weekend, down to 95 and 96. I mean, I can't believe we are talking about the 90s in the middle of July.
Nope, we'll take them though.
And then hot.
Yeah.
On the road. That's it for us at 5. World News next. We'll see you after that at 6.